Hey guys, just doing a little follow up on the swelling of the gaskets, the fuel pump here. Put a little dielectric grease up on them, and then I put some external sealer around here. This is all like actually rotten rubber. This thing has been sitting, like you can see, like where the housing was on this old fuel pump, and then like just the crust and the crust after I took it out. So the gaskets actually sealed up really well. There's almost like no oil left in the can. The wintergreen oil, peppermint, wintergreen, it looked like maybe a plant oil, nothing like a acidic solvent like citrine or anything like that. The gaskets really swelled up, and I left them only overnight. They didn't swell up so much that they wouldn't fit back in the groove, but they were puffy and flexible, and they were expanded just enough to where I could seat them all the way back in the groove. And I went ahead and then just used some regular dielectric grease, which is for electrical contacts, which is basically just a silicate base, which won't like corrode the rubber or anything. It's not like a moly or anything like that. So the pump was a 3-piece part. It was like one middle plate, 2, 3. This whole housing is where the windings, the motor windings and everything are. And this stupid little thing right here, if I was to try to like get it new, or well, they don't make them new, but if I was trying to get a repro that just fit this diameter to mount, without retrofitting, it was going to be like $350. So, or I could use a super generic like universal pump. Then I just put a bunch of external sealant around the seams just to double check it. I just want to make sure. So the really cool thing about this Bosch pump is way ahead of its time. If you look at any kind of like agricultural pumps, like what they use in like pumping like milk from cows or anything like that, they use a lobe. It's a steel lobe, and it rotates steel, like steel on steel. These lobes go around this thing and they push the fluid. There's no kind of an impeller, so to say, where it's not using an impeller to force fluid. It actually uses pressure created by force by the metal meeting metal. And on the internal of this Bosch pump, all of it was good. The rollers and everything, and the mating surfaces were really good. So the only thing that was bad was the little O-ring seals. 2 of them were like a teardrop shape. You guys saw them in the other video. One of them was like a circle. And the big bummer was I couldn't get the O-rings. If I wanted to replace it, it would have probably been like $3, I would guess, in rubber to like fix the $400 pump. So I had to kind of okie it. And so far, wintergreen really swole them up. They look good. Put a little dielectric on them, lubed them up, made the whole thing back together. I went ahead and put a little bit of sealer over here, like an epoxy over the outer edges, just to keep it from, dripping out or getting back into where the brush canister was. We're going to mate this back up to the Datsun tomorrow and add a gallon of fuel, and we're going to run it and then see how it goes. If it drips, let you guys know. We're going to give it a month or 2, peek back under there. If I got a drip, I'll let you guys know that ain't going to work and you got to get a new fuel pump, or at least not try to revive any kind of a gasket. I thought about doing this on like a carburetor bowl gasket for the dirt bikes, YZ, Honda, something like that. I got these bowl gaskets. They sit and they dry out, and then you drip gas out. if the wintergreen and peppermint oil there, methyl silicate or whatever they call it, if that works out to really plump up rubber, then that's something I'm going to use in the future. And I'll let you guys know if it works and if we're out on the road. Thanks for watching, you guys.